What's up and welcome back to my channel, you guys. My name is Xrizz'Tina and you to get a fall, fun, festive face. Oh baby, this is a look. This is a look. It's giving Hershey's chocolate. It's giving Parisian chocolate. It's giving you need to subscribe. Let me go ahead and put on some lip plumper. I'm going to use this from Milk. And it's called Electric Glossy Lip Plumper. I think that's the name. But it's just clear. I told my Alexa to play Afrobeats music, and it's been a vibe. Wonder Woman by Western on Spotify. I have not been missing in action. I've been on Instagram, a little bit on TikTok. And if you watch my vlogs, you know what's been going on with me. So go ahead and watch my vlogs. Don't miss out on those. But y'all, my eyebrows grew back, girl. I've only been using that Anastasia Beverly Hills serum, this right here, I want to say for like 2 weeks. And it's not every day either. It's just whenever I remember. Y'all, my eyebrows is back. So I'm going to fill them in. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and the shade I'm using is 4.5. I can't believe my eyebrows are growing back though. I mean, I expected them to, but the way I be cutting them off, honey. By the way, I'm going to have everything linked down below to where you just click on the link, you see the picture of the product, and you can shop right at Sephora for it. Okay, just an FYI, I do get commission off of that, but I don't get it for like ever. So go ahead and shop your girls links, okay? Help your girl out, pay some electricity bills. These bills higher than a mug. All right, y'all, so moving on, I'm going to use this right here. This is the best brow gel on the planet. And I say brow gel because it is gel. If you use something else and you think it is superior to this, there is nothing wrong with that, baby. But this right here, the way it laminates my eyebrows, no one can tell me anything. It keeps these babies in place, honey. Thank Jehovah for concealer, baby, because the way I'm supposed to fix these eyebrows, the way I'm about to fix these eyebrows in a second. Okay, so this is a new one. This is in the shade Ebony. And y'all, I just like to come up in here and give myself a little bit of extra hair, especially on this super long tail of mine. And use that pinky to support your hand, boo, so you can get some nice straight lines. All right, let's conceal these brows. I have two options, ABH or Milk. Which one should I choose? Let's go with Milk. I use ABH all the time. And I don't think I've shown in video on YouTube these new concealers. These are the new ones from them, and these are the full coverage ones. So I have 23W, 21W, and 24N. If I'm not mistaken, I think I liked using 21 under my brow. Yeah, this is the one I'm gonna use under my brow. So I'm just gonna put this on a palette, girl. And I like to start over basically the middle of my eyebrow. And I'm gonna cut off that tail, because guess what I don't want? Boop, that tail. And I like to bring my concealer down the bridge of my nose, just the top part anyway, so that when I blend out my foundation and everything else, there's no lines of demarcation between my eyeshadow. And so I'm dabbing this in instead of swiping it, because I want to maintain that coverage up here. I also don't want any patchiness on my eye, obviously. This feels like a little massage, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. And I'm actually going to use this from MAC. This is Contemplative State. So this is actually a cream eyeshadow, y'all. But you can use it as eyeshadow primer. You can use it to help with your smile lines. I learned that from Savannah Silver here on YouTube. And this shade specifically, I love because it matches my complexion pretty well. So it gives me a nice flush eyelid even, and it blends into my concealer really nice too. And this brush is a Morphe M173. I don't know if they make this anymore because it seems like every time I buy a brush from them, it's not available no more. So I want to do something sultry for fall, and I really want to do like this smoky around my eyes situation. That's what I want to do. So we're gonna try that out. Okay, so let's start off with this brown eyeliner. The reason why I want to use brown eyeliner is because I really want to focus all of the depth around my lash line. So I'm going to start off with this brown eyeliner. For this look, you'll want to build up all of that depth instead of starting off with a lot of it. And this is an eyeliner from MAC. This is their new eyeliner actually. These eyeliners don't move, by the way, so if you put them down, blend, honey. Blend for your life, because they're not gonna move once they're set. So I'm gonna take this eyeshadow from Pat McGrath, this one right here. This is the Mothership V palette though. And what I'm gonna do is take this and put it right on top of that brown. This one's a little bit warmer, by the way, which isn't a problem, because guess what we're doing? A fall makeup look. So I'm just gonna sweep this across that brown eyeliner. And I'm gonna take a little bit more, and I'm gonna bring it out here towards my outer corner, like that. Not necessarily creating a cat eye shape, but just giving some depth for my lower lash line to connect to later. And then I'm just going to pull this way. So I'm moving the eyeshadow up around my eyelid like this. So basically at an angle. Pulling, pulling, pulling to blend. And it looks like I'm being rough, but I'm really not. I'm being super light-handed, just to let y'all know. So don't be out here doing this to your eye. I'm going to put my foundation powder on top of this up here, just so it has something to blend into. And for that, I'm going to take NC43. This is also from MAC. It's their foundation powder. And I'm just going to tap that right on top, just to give this something to blend into, because this is one of those really easy, grungy fall looks. Isn't it funny how we put a Y on the end of stuff to describe it? So this is my favorite part, because this is where all of the grunge and the depth come in. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and I'm putting this super close to my lash line. Am I gonna smudge it out? Heck yes. But I still want it to be super close, because I want that depth anchored more so around my eye than anywhere else. And then I'm gonna take this Fenty brush. This is, I don't know, it's a pencil brush. And I'm just going to smudge that out. And I'm doing it with my eyes closed for the most part, so that I can, number one, see that I'm blending it out, and then number two, make sure I don't have any gaps. Because y'all know how when you put on eyeliner, sometimes towards your lash line you can have gaps. I don't want any gaps. And I'm just gonna smudge this up. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that brown eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna pat it on top, because it's giving smoke, okay, but it's giving just enough. It's a look. It's a look, y'all. It's a simple look, but it is a look nonetheless. And putting the brown eyeshadow that I started with right on top does not take away from all of that sultry smokiness at all. But I am going to bring it up some, because, like I said, I got a lot of eyelid space, so I have plenty of canvas to work with. This is also a very good technique to do if you don't have super dense eyelashes and you just want to make them look a little thicker. I'm gonna go ahead and put on some eyelashes, y'all. Woo! Let's get into these eyelashes. I've been wearing eyelashes from Kiss. These are their Lash Couture, and I feel like every time I put them on, I can't see them. So there's that. The last pair that I haven't tried on yet are these, the Haute Couture lash. I feel like those are the longest ones though. And I forgot to tell y'all, this is the lash glue that I use. It's the Tarte Cosmetics lash glue. It is everything. And once again, everything's gonna be linked down below. These lashes cute. First things first, you can never go wrong with a good primer, especially when it starts to get cold outside. Let me tell y'all something. This milk primer is everything. It's everything. And by everything, I mean everything. The way it gets tacky, the way it feels like skincare, there's no way around it. And the fact that they have an eyeshadow primer too, and I use this eyeshadow primer, look at that. You probably can't tell, but I've used a lot of it. And I use this eyeshadow primer underneath my eyes, baby, because for me, especially with the amount of powder that I wear, you can never have enough moisture underneath your eyes, honey. And I just tap this in. And this eyeshadow primer is perfect for anyone who doesn't do too much with their eyeshadow, in terms of like, if you don't use concealer underneath your brows, or even if you do, but if you just be keeping it easy peasy lemon squeezy, you need this. I'll link this down below too with all the other links. I was just having this conversation with someone, I want to say yesterday or the day before yesterday, about what foundations are we wearing for fall. I have to be real with y'all. I have a lot of foundations that are my winter shade because I got a gift card and I went to Sephora and my silly behind was like, spend it all, right? So I got a lot of winter shades and not that many fall shades. But what I think I'm going to wind up doing is going to the store and getting a L'Oreal Fresh Wear foundation anyway. I'll link that one below too. That's my favorite foundation. Like, if I could name any foundation out of all the foundations I've ever tried, for me, that is my favorite. It's that one. And it's just because the formula is so nice. If you want me to review it and demonstrate it, let me know. I have pretty much been wearing this one. This is the Kosas foundation. It's pretty comparable to the L'Oreal one. The only difference is, I mean, besides the formula, of course, the only difference is the price. Now I'm taking my MAC 170 brush. This is my brush, y'all. Oh my God, I forgot to do my contour. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I played myself, y'all. Okay, so I need a contour and I don't want anything too crazy. So I'm gonna use this ABH concealer. This is more of a bronze tour than a contour. And this one leans more orange, by the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in. Ooh, y'all see how pigmented that is? It like covered up my hair. Oh my gosh. Okay, so blend, blend, blend. My tan on my forehead is actually deeper than this. And this feels so itchy, rolling down my skin like that. With my foundation, I really focus it around my mouth because I do have smile lines and you can sort of see them there. But I do put the foundation everywhere else, pretty much. And I will say that this one oxidizes slightly, so if you don't like that, just keep that in mind. But do y'all see why I like this foundation? Smooth! So smooth. Alright, so we are moving back into this milk concealer. Y'all gonna get to see how she plays, girl. This concealer specifically, I actually have a pamphlet for it. This right here. It's 92% natural, vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free, fragrance-free. Girl! And then it says dab, swipe, blend. Okay, honey. They was not playing no games over there at Milk. I think I've worn this about... maybe 4 or 5 times. I always really appreciate how they focus on making sure that your skin is taken care of if you're wearing their products. There are estheticians who will argue that, or not argue, but there are estheticians that will say skincare and makeup is pointless. But I mean, it's the thought that counts. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. I would rather than be like, yeah, we're gonna put aloe vera in your concealer because aloe is good for your body, than be like, we're just not gonna put anything because there's no point. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of Milk, let's go ahead and put on one of their blushes while we're at it. So this is the Lip and Cheek, and it's called Swerve. Swerve! Well, I gotta make a nice circle, y'all, because y'all know how I do. I like my blush, baby. And I am gonna put a powder blush on top of this because I know that otherwise it could transfer, you know. And some people act like they don't got no sense when they trying to give you a hug. You see me with this full face of makeup on. Don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Ooh, y'all know how I feel about orange blush. I'm gonna put some up here too because I love to be orange. So I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills powder. I've been trying really hard not to use all of this and not to like dip into it, but I'm going to dip into it because guess what? I'm behaving until there's a sale at Sephora so that I can buy multiples of my favorite powder. And my favorite powder is from Laura Mercier, y'all. Because it just melts in like butter. This one's alright though. I do like this in my kit, but I like it because it's dry enough. The Laura Mercier powder is my favorite for myself. So I feel like if I had it in my kit, it might not work for everyone, whereas this one is a little bit more universal. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose powder. And the shade, I want to say the shade is Banana. And the good thing about blush like this too is if you really want to, you can set it with powder. Obviously you'll want to use a translucent powder and not like foundation powder, but you can set it with powder if you want it to be a little bit more matte. I normally like to put blushes on top of my cream ones to help them last a little bit longer. But right up in here, I'll set it with some loose powder. Okay, so while that settles into my face, I'm going to go ahead and finish my eyes. I have a tendency to do half of my eyes and then do the end later. But girl, we're going to let this bake into my face. How about that? So I'm going to sharpen this Urban Decay pencil. This is one more thing I need to get during the Sephora sale. I'm pretty sure they have one at the end of the year, right? I'm going to take the MAC eyeliner and I'm going underneath my lash line. And I'm going to come all the way in. And make sure when you're this close to your eye that you're breathing, y'all. I feel like we hold our breath and make mistakes. You want to know something funny that I learned about breathing while I'm doing my makeup? I was watching Grey's Anatomy years ago. And it was the episode where Christina Yang went to another country to work in a different hospital. And it turned out that her ex-husband, fiance, whatever he was there too. He was like the chief or whatever. And he wanted her to run the hospital so he could be with his family, right? Embarrassing, embarrassing, embarrassing. Anyway, so she was studying because she's a cardiothoracic surgeon and she was working on a person. Yeah, she was working on a person. And the doctor that she was studying under was like, you need to breathe. And she was like, what? And he was like, you need to breathe. Because you hold your breath whenever you're performing different parts of the surgery. And if you breathe, you know, oxygen can get to your brain and you can focus well enough to perform the surgery correctly. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all, so what I did was I was on the phone with my mom, but anyway, I took the MAC eyeliner and I put it underneath my lower lash line like I was saying, and then I took the same eyeshadow that I used from the Mothership V palette from Pat McGrath. I took this one, and y'all, I just swept it under here like this because guess what? Smoky is smoky, honey. Now the final step to all of these shenanigans is once again the Urban Decay eyeliner. This is my favorite black eyeliner. My favorite. Now I do like the black eyeliner from MAC in the same formula if you want to get that one. That one is perfect for if you have watery eyes and don't want any transferring or bleeding. This one I just like because it's creamy, so it's easy to glide on and it kind of sets for me. But this is not one of those eyeliners that doesn't come off. So if you were going to get one of the two, I would recommend the MAC one if you have allergies. Nice and sultry. And the best part is this right here. Once it starts to transfer and stuff on the lower lash line, it'll just make the eyeshadow look more sultry. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like getting savory on my eye. I don't know. That sounds wrong. Anyway, I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to press underneath my eyes and around my face to sort of help with this whole powdery look. Now I'm moving on to my blush. So I put down the Milk blush earlier, but I do want something on top of it. So we're going to take this from one side. Y'all, I've been dipping in this a lot, haven't I? It's okay. It's okay. It's a good blush palette. So it has an orange, or it has a red, a orange, and then it has this shimmery metallic. It's basically orange. So what I like to do is dip in both of these and just pop it up here. It's so pretty. So pretty. Not too much, but these are pigmented, so just fair warning if you put it on your face and you got a lot going on. And y'all already know what's up. I gotta go ahead and go into this one right here, Hush Tone from MAC. I have been digging into this blush for the longest, but this is my girl. So in total, I have on 4 blushes right now. I remember when I didn't used to want to wear blush because I felt like it was too much. Not because I thought it was too much, but just because people always made it seem like if you wear blush, you're doing too much, unless you're a pale girl and you just look super duper cute. But guess what? I'm a brown girl and I look super duper cute with all 4 of my blushes on. And I like to bring it around here to give myself a nice little glow. Yes! Let's go ahead and set my face. I have a couple of different setting sprays I want to tell y'all about real quick. So this one is good if you like to be matte. It does smell like perfume. It's called Untitled Dawn. It's from One Size. This one is an excellent setting spray and a working spray. And a working spray is just something that you spray on in between your layers in your makeup to help make your makeup stay and last. Fair warning though, this one is a little bit more on the luminous side, kind of like this one. So if you wind up using too much, you might have transfer issues. Just keep that in mind with your spray, or just don't use too much. And then this one, baby girl, darling, sweetheart, okay, without the H. This is my love, and I'm about to show y'all why. So you see how mad I am, honey? Shake this up because it's dual formula. Woohoo! I'm gonna pop on some mascara, and I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna do this one. This is from Sochi. It's their refillable mascara, and then I'm gonna put on the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now the reason why I like to layer these 2 is because the Too Faced one is really thick. So I use a more watery mascara, almost like primer. Primer is good for anyone who needs to have thicker looking eyelashes, but let me tell you something. Primer to me is basically white mascara for the most part. It's just white mascara. So if you if you own more than one mascara and the formulas vary in viscosity, meaning one is really creamy and thick and the other one is watery, put the watery one on first and then put on the one that's creamy and thick, and that'll make your eyelashes look thicker. At least it works for me. So then again though, I feel like mascara is a bit of a scam because it's always advertised towards people who don't have eyelashes, and it always looks best on people who do have eyelashes. You know what I'm saying? Also, I get so many mascaras in PR that if I don't use them together, I'm never going to use them all. The Better Than Sex mascara is going to give you spider legs. So if you're one of those girls who likes your lashes thick, this is for you. You get the spider legs. Spider legs. Y'all, it's been a minute and I got Beyonce in my ear. Beyonce. It's been a minute since I've worn like a chocolatey brown nude. Okay, so we fist to get into it. All right. So I'm gonna take the Abh Lip Liner. This is in the shade Malt. Low-key, Malt might need to be sharpened. Let's see. And I'm just following the natural line of my lips, pretty much. I am not being neat at all at this. I mean, this with some lip gloss would be good enough. So the shade that I'm gonna pop on is Cool Brown. This is how it looks. Girl, that's cute. This is cute. I'm excited, hold on. Ooh, they were not kidding when they said Cool Brown. Here's my thing about dark lips. I feel like if you're gonna wear dark lipstick, you need to overline your lips. And here's why. Darkness shrinks, right? It takes away from. So if your lips are not exactly full or bigger and you put on a dark lipstick, it's gonna make your lips look smaller. So guess what? And I want my lips to look big. So we overline it over here. Period. Again, so that is Cool Brown. This is very cute. These are from Ava Beauty. Black owned, girl. Y'all need to check them out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on my finger because this is my personal gloss and I can do that. It's giving fall. It's giving, not friendly, but you know, it's giving fall. So comment down below, y'all, and like this video, of course, but comment down below on your way to like this video and let me know how you feel about this look. Will you be trying it out? It's super easy. It's so easy, especially the eyes. It's so easy. Let me know. We got the brown eyes. We got the orange blush with the cool brown lip to match the eyes. It's everything. And then the affordable drugstore lashes. Come on now. Come on now. Anyway, share this video with a friend. If you love me, make sure you're still subscribed. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well because, girl, that's where I be at, honey, or on TikTok. Hit me up. Don't be a stranger because y'all my homies. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.